Hey fellow metalheads, this is Dalv and hope everyone is doing great. I want to do an album review here for this video. Now I haven't been doing album reviews on my channel as of late, but I might start getting back into it, but I decided I'll do one today and let's get into it. So the album I'm reviewing, the CD, is from In Flames. It's their fifth studio album titled Clayman. Just to show you the CD right here I have. And this is a big headbanger. It's an amazing CD, amazing album. Just to show you right here. So yeah, Clayman is the fifth studio album from In Flames. It was released in 2000. One of the first albums featuring In Flames' old-time drummer, their former drummer as of now, Daniel Svensson. And Daniel Svensson is one of my all-time drumming idols. He was amazing in In Flames. I really loved his work when he was during his time with In Flames, and yeah, he was a drummer for this album. Now, it's the transition album between their melodic death metal sound and their new sound. It almost sounds like a polished up version of Colony, and Colony was an amazing album, and you know, Clayman came out not too long after. It almost sounds like sounds identical to it, but it's a little bit more polished up. Also to add, on the album cover is based on Leonardo da Vinci's Vitruvian Man drawing, with the gesture head appearing strongly on the cover. With the gesture head appearing on the cover in a strong fashion, I might add. Just to show you one more time. This is the Da Vinci's drawing, and there's the gesture head, big gesture head right on it. The In Flames logo, the gesture head, in case you didn't know. Just to show you again here. Now, the album is nothing with the album is a masterpiece with nothing but heavy and energetic tracks. The drumming in the album has hard grooves and is a metal technical masterpiece. Now, I'll talk a little bit about the theme of the album. You know, this album, Clayman, sounds like the concept of this album seems, I would interpret, as someone who is strong-willed and confident that they can overcome anything and any obstacle that comes in their path. Someone who is powerful, resilient, and almost invincible in many ways. So this theme of this album has a really strong meaning. It almost makes you feel like Superman. It makes you feel like you can conquer anything. If you're put down, you can get back up and rebuild yourself back up from scratch. It just has that. It's a really uplifting album. It makes you feel strong and powerful, and I guess that's what In Flames were heading towards in the direction with this album. Now I won't talk about every track in this album, because to be honest, I'll tell you personally, this whole album is a masterpiece from start to finish. It's so easy to start listening to one track and then finishing all the way to the very end without skipping songs or moving through the album. It's a really listenable album. It's a great album. So, and like I said, I'm not the greatest with album reviews, so I'll try to do my best, and that's one of the reasons why I haven't been making too many album reviews as of late, because I feel I'm not so good at it. But hey, I decided for fun just to make this album review, just for fun. And so some of the songs which stand out for me on this album are Bullet Ride, great intro, heavy guitaring, very unique intro in the beginning, great drumming. Pinball Map, an In Flames classic. That's another great track, Pinball Map. It's really energetic. It's headbanging, really uplifting. Only for the Weak. It's like next track, Only for the Weak, and Only for the Weak is like a In Flames anthem or something. It's really, really catchy. It's really uplifting, and like I said, it goes along with the concept of the album. Just makes you feel strong, makes you feel determined, makes you feel like no one can put you down, like you're invincible, like you're a god yourself. Square Nothing is another track that stood out for me, and that has a unique acoustic intro in the beginning. It's a very I wouldn't say it's a soft song, but it does build up and get heavy eventually through the chorus and the pre-chorus. And it starts off with a great acoustic guitar intro. And it's a really beautiful song. It's instrumentally I think one of the best songs off the album. And yeah, In Flames did a really good job with it. And another track that stood out for me is Clayman. And yeah, you know, Clayman, it's like the concept, like I was talking about, the concept of the album, that song Clayman, makes you feel like you're invincible, makes you feel like you're top of the world, like nothing can get you down, that you are above all, you are determined, you are resilient, you are maybe a man-made god yourself. So yeah, this album, like I said, is really, really powerful. It's really uplifting. If you feel weak at all, if you feel depressed, if you feel down, it's a great album to listen to. It could easily change your mood and maybe even your mindset for a while. So just to mention some really creative and unique songs I enjoyed from this album are another track, Satellites and Astronauts. That's a really unique song. I highly suggest you check it out if you haven't heard that song from this album. And Brush the Dust Away, another amazing track from this album. Like I said, this album is great from start to finish. If you listen to it on your iPod from the first track from Bullet Ride, you can get through the very end without a question, without skipping tracks or moving along. It's a really good album, and I would probably have to say it's one of In Flames' best albums to date, because it's one of those transition albums between their melodic death metal style and their new style. And Anders' voice is great. He has great harsh vocals. The drumming from Daniel Swenson is great. Jasper Stromlin, as always, is a machine. I mean, he's a masterpiece on the guitar. This truly shows what the old In Flames could truly do. This album shows what the old In Flames can truly be, and how they progressed since their at that time, since their earlier melodic death metal days of the Gesture Race and Horacle. So yeah, I would have to give this album out of 10, 9 out of 10. Yeah, I have to give it a 9 out of 10 because it's almost perfect in many ways. It's really one of those albums you should check out first from In Flames. If you're new to In Flames, I would probably suggest you check out something like Clayman or even Reroute to Remain first, and then get into their older stuff. But yeah, Clayman was an amazing album. It was one of those once-in-a-lifetime albums. It was something really special, and it has many great songs. I think from start it's all killer, no filler. From start to finish, it's amazing. It was hard for me even making a list of which songs I want to talk about or which songs I like, because I like them all. But this album is a true masterpiece, and yeah. If you're new to In Flames, you won't be disappointed. You'll love their discography, because they produce nothing but great albums, especially in their old era. And this album, yeah, like I said, I give it a 9 out of 10. It's headbanging, it's metal, it's uplifting, all you could ask for in a great metal album. So this is my review of Clayman from In Flames. Hope you enjoyed this, and stay metal, everybody. Stay metal, Gesture Heads. Bye bye.